Friends, I'm back. So I'm gonna start a new vlog and it's just gonna be like a reset. I just need a bit of a reset. And I am doing another vlog for booktube favorites, but I kind of just need a reset. So I'm gonna start this vlog and I'm gonna include whatever is not going in that video because I still do want to keep reading even if I'm not in the mood for big brain books. Brie from 4 Positive Books said that recently and I kind of agree with her. So I am gonna start Murder at the Dinner Party by Ellie Alexander. I will attach a photo of that book here. Just a cozy mystery that I think I can focus on right now. I am having a little bit of focus issues. My brain is not like kind of solidified like into reality yet. It's been just a hard couple of days. Maybe at the end, maybe I'll chat a little more about that, but yeah. So I am gonna go rest and recover, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow when I come home from work. I have to get into a better routine, and we also have like a 3-day weekend this week, so I just want to take some time and just kind of settle myself in this new year. So I'll be back when I have an update for you, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye friends. Dragons, I am back. Sorry, my friend was calling me. I did wind up finishing Murder at the Dinner Party by Ellie Alexander. I will have attached a photo at some point. I really like this book. I was enjoying the series, and then I realized that the series ended, and I was like, oh, that's it. I really like her as this author, so I was like, do I want to finish it? Then I realized there's going to be a spinoff, so I do want to finish this series. I do want to make some progress because book 1 in that spinoff series has already came out, and it's going to have an audiobook by the end of January, so I do want to catch up. And the next book is technically holiday themed, so I think I'm going to make my way through this series, but I don't know if I have enough hours on Spotify to keep reading. But that might be the next book that I read, which may be tomorrow. I also do have a 3-day weekend, so when I pick up something else for this vlog that is not a booktube favorite and is an audiobook that's on that vlog, I will come back and I will update you all. Friends, I'm back for this random vlog. I do not know what else is going to be in this vlog, but I did start A Holiday Homicide by Ellie Alexander. I will attach a photo of that book here. Today. It is cold. It's gonna be cold all week. I really was supposed to go see my friends in the city like tomorrow. We were supposed to go meet up and exchange holiday gifts and kind of meet up, and it's supposed to be my mini vacation, but I don't know if we're gonna do that. So that is the plan, but I did start that. I listened to like 25 minutes of that. I do want to diamond paint a little bit more today, so I will do that, and I may come back and pop up whenever I'm reading. I do have a goal to sort of physically read the books I just got in 2026, and I have 3 books on my TBR that I really do need to read. So I'm just going to kind of let this be a mood reading vlog. Whatever I want to pick up kind of goes in this vlog. It's just going to kind of be a reset, but I don't know what else is going to go into this vlog. So it might just be a random vlog that has a bunch of different content just to kind of have a vlog going in the background. That's the problem sometimes with doing theme vlogs. You don't have a vlog for every book you do, and these are just sort of random audiobooks. Alright, so I will come back when I have an update for you, you know, when I have listened to a little bit more of that. But I did like Murder at the Dinner Party. I thought it was fun, and I'm happy that we're getting a spin-off series to that, so I will come back when I have an update for you. Bye, book friends. Friends, I'm back. So we did wind up finishing A Holiday Homicide, and I wound up giving that book 4 stars. I think the next book in this series could potentially be a 5-star series. Normally when I read murder mystery series, I just am very engaged. This series is very different though, because you have a main character sleuth that was planning on being involved in the criminal, like she was gonna be like a detective, but her best friend was murdered, and that kind of sent her on a path. Now she's working at a bookstore, and she keeps on getting incorporated in these cases, but her best friend's murder is rearing its ugly head. And I really did like this book quite a bit. I like the ending quite a bit because it connected to her best friend's murder, and I'm really curious the next book. It's set around Valentine's Day, so I'll probably save it for Valentine's Day weekend. But I really did like this book, and I gave it 4 stars. So reading physically wise, I did wind up getting up to page 182 in A Rebel in the Rose by Catherine Doyle, and I'm loving this book. I remember really liking book 1 in this series when I read it. I think I read it in like March or April. Actually, no, I read it on Face Off weekend. And I liked it. I had a fun time with that book. It was enjoyable. It was a very, very cat and mouse dynamic. You have different groups of assassins. You have different magic. The end of that book was super shocking, and I really wish I would have thought about it, and I probably would have re-listened to book 1. but I don't have time for that right now. But I am going to finish reading this book because I really am liking it. This book has a lot more characters in this book. It has a lot more elements, and you have characters that are forced to work together to kind of meet a mission, and there is a lot of religious undertones in the story. I remember when I read Cool as the Light, I didn't like that book, but this book I really am liking. So I'm going to take a bit of a pause because I've been sitting for a while. I'm also so close to finishing my YouTube queue, and honestly, I want to like get up and move. So I am going to pick an audiobook for the next prompt. And I need a little bit of direction. I don't really know what I want to listen to. I've been having a little bit of a problem with listening to audiobooks as of late. It's just been rough this past couple of weeks. It's just been rough with focus. So I'm going to go get my spinner wheel. We're going to spin a wheel and we're going to see what prompt am I going to choose for an audiobook. And then I'm going to go craft for a little bit. So I'll be back. Also like a 3-day hold, and I do have the next 2 days off, and it is crappy weather. I really hate January. January is one of the worst months because the weather is so unpredictable. So I think I'm going to take a little bit of a reading break, a physical reading break, and I'm going to go read A Spell for Trouble and see how I feel about it. I want to give this book a shot. I want to go finish my diamond painting. My goal is to finish all my my belated Christmas crafts because I was sick. So I'm a little bit behind. So yeah, I'm going to go read 25% of this and then I'll give you guys an update. Bye, book friends. I think I'm going to pick up Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle. I did read Dagger in the Flame last year and did really like it. And I got this book from Book of the Month. So it was one of my books in 2026 that I haven't read yet, and I just got it. So I think I'm going to read like the first maybe like 5 chapters and see if I need to reread A Dagger in the Flame. I hope that I don't. But I am going to add this to the TBR. So I'm going to go read, actually, you know what? I'm going to go read part 1, which is the first 100 pages of this, just because I want to get back into the vibes of it. But I am going to take a little bit of a physically reading break. I am going to go diamond paint for a little bit and just kind of do a little bit of that. I'm probably also going to have lunch, but I do want to start this because this is one of my books in 2026 that I would like to read. So yeah, I'm going to go read part 1 and then I'll check back in with you guys and see how I'm feeling. If I get to like 50 pages and I feel like I really do need to reread, I will probably put this book down and pick up another sequel. But this is one that I would like to stay on top of. Okay, I'll be back when I have an update for you all. Kind of changing the structure of this vlog, so I am just going to toss in whatever I was reading. So one of the books I got in 2026 was The Dagger and the Flame. Or The Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle, and I am going to read it mostly in this vlog, so you're going to see that for the next couple of clips, but there was no reason I picked this up. I just felt like it, so you're going to see me read that in this. 5 seconds, I'm back. It's a little bit later. I don't think a city day is going to happen tomorrow, which sucks, because I was really looking forward to going into the city and hanging out with my friends, but it's going to be really, really snow and wet, and if you've been following me the past, like, 3 to 4 weeks, I've been just got over a cold and the flu, and I don't think it's a good idea, which sort of sucks because I was really excited. And next month I'm going to Georgia during my spring ball for the first part of my winter break, and I won't be able to meet up with my friends, which sucks a little bit. But I did wind up making some progress. So on my audiobook, A Holiday Homicide, I'm 44% into it, and I have like an hour and a half left. I really am liking this book series. I will have attached a photo. If not, I'll do it at some point. But I do like the series. It's very, I'm learning that I really do like mystery books because they are quick and I don't have to, they're kind of like, not like no brain books, but like, it's almost like I can float into them a little bit easier. And I've definitely been gravitating more towards mysteries because they're in a companion series and I can easily follow it than picking up romance series. So that's when this one is set around the holidays. It's set in the winter, which works, and it basically follows a murder at her shop set around a gingerbread contest. And I am liking it. Like, I'm having a fun time with it. It's quick listen. I'm diamond painting. I think people are gonna want my calendars more, so I'm trying to make some so I can finish out the ones that I have. And then I'm still watching Stranger Things, which I'm watching very, very slowly, but I'm just savoring it, to be honest. I did want to read the first 100 pages of The Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle. I also did get a book in the mail from my Forbidden Wing journey, and this is a book that I don't know if I'm gonna like it. It's Starling Nights by Merritt Nemowitz. This is a Forbidden Wing one, and It is a dark academia book, and I really struggle with those. So I am going to add it to the TBR cart and see. I also did get this one before. I got Rings of Fate by Melissa De La Cruz that I really do want to read as well. I'm trying in 2026 to stay on top of the books that come into my house and not buy a ridiculous amount of books. So I did want to make progress on this. Now, I remember really liking Dagger of the Flame when I read it about a year ago. I think I read it for Face Off weekend. Yeah, I did, because I was like dividing it between other things. And I really liked that. That book was very much like a cat and mouse dynamic. These two characters were kind of competing. It was set in an urban setting, and there was other like there was other gangs, the Daggers and the Flames, and then our main character's mother was kind of involved in a way that she didn't predict. And there's something called, what is it called? I can't remember. I think it's called The Shade. Yeah, and this is like a sequel. So and at the end of the book, something revealed about her, and we're kind of dealing with that in here. Our two main characters, our love interests, are separated in this book, and it's very much a found family, like people kind of like a found family dynamic in this book that I don't really remember in book one. I really wish I would have like reread The Dagger and the Flame before I went into this book, but I didn't, and I really am liking the main characters in this story. So I would like to read 100 more pages of this and get up to page 200 and give you guys like a check-in and an update. It is about 5 o'clock tonight, so I am moving my butt along. I think I'm gonna go eat some lunch, and I think I'm gonna take another little crafting break and try to maybe have an hour of this left so I can listen to a little bit more. But I would like to make some progress on this today, and I'm happy because it's one of my first purchase books in 2026, and I would like to keep that going. So that is where we are. I am watching Stranger Things. I'm on the Turnbow Trap. I definitely did not rewatch those episodes leading up to everything. Like, I was really focusing on Sorcerer because that was my favorite episode going into everything. But yeah, alright, so I'm going to go read. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my Forbidden Wing books. I think I might just do a vlog for my Forbidden Wing books to see if I want to keep that subscription. Sorry, my friends and me want to meet up in the morning. So, I don't know. I'm still indecisive. But that is the plan. I'm going to go read a little bit more. I'm going to try to get to 100 pages. And I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Hi, friends. I read about 25% of A Spell for Trouble, which reminds me a lot of the first Mia P. Masala book that I read, and I really am liking it. It's just very, very like cozy. You have a main character who was in New York. She had a very, very toxic work environment. She decided to move back to live with her, like to stay for, you know, a couple of weeks with her family, which her dad was not fond of. It was her mom's family, and her dad didn't like them. Her dad was a cop, and then she kind of winds up working at this little shop that has herbal remedies that her family runs, and someone is killed and her aunt is blamed, which reminds me a lot of that Mia P. Masala book that I read. So I am really liking it. I'm about 25% in. I will probably make some progress on that in a little bit if I dive in pain anymore. And then I wound up getting up to chapter 22 in A Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle, and I'm really liking this book as well. Like, I really am liking this book. It is a very, very unique read. I really like the first book. I felt like the first book was definitely a battle between our two assassins. This book has a lot of side characters kind of developed into the story, and I'm enjoying it. We do have we're in like the hate part of the romance. There was a pretty big cliffhanger at the end, and a lot of stuff happened at the end of Dagger and the Flame that kind of had all these characters as enemies. So now we're kind of dealing with the consequences. They're all kind of searching for someone together. They're kind of forced to. And that's kind of where I am. We're having a lot of discussions about who is a good, who is evil, who's a saint, who's a villain, and I'm really liking those conversations, and I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna try to get up to page like 300 read a little bit more chapters and give you guys an update, just so I can maybe flesh out this vlog a little bit more and not have it be as short. I also need to figure out what I'm going to craft for next, because I think I finished my last diamond painting calendar, but I think I might take a little bit of a mental break. I'm also going to go edit this vlog to see how long it is. I would like to do Shop My Shelves, my version of Shop My Shelves, for like this upcoming week, because I really have only been doing booktube favorites and I haven't been reading anything on my TBR cart. And typically when we head to February, I try to prioritize reads that have like, you know, romance in nature or romantasy in nature, and I just have been reading so much mystery this past couple of months because I've been having a lot of problems with focus. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna go fix that vlog, see how long that vlog is, get the vlog ready, and then I will come back when I have read a little bit more of this, when I have read up to my pages. And then I am watching Sorcerer, which I love this episode, so this is one of my favorite episodes. I definitely like the second half of Stranger Things season 5 a lot better. So yeah, I'm gonna go read a little bit more, and when I have an update, I'll give it to you. Bye, book friends. Hey, book check-in. Sorry my previous clip did not have better lighting. I just was too lazy and didn't want to move my light to closer to my camera. But I did wind up getting into about 30% into my audiobook, Spell for Trouble. I'm really liking this book. I think it's a fun read. It's definitely more witchy than the Me and P. Masala one that I mentioned earlier, but I am liking it. We definitely have some characters that are connected to like other things in the character's past. I want to keep reading, like I just want to, but I put it in my, I finished my diamond painting, so tomorrow I'm off because it's Martin Luther King Day. I think I'm gonna like organize my next craft, because during the week I don't really craft because I don't have a lot of time. But I did wind up getting up to page 350 in A Revel in the Rose, and here, I'll show you guys the better cover. I'm really liking this book. Like, I liked book 1 quite a bit. I think I gave book 1 like 4.5 stars. I kept it, and normally if I keep a book, I do like it, and I didn't get the special edition for this, so I might see if I could find one on Pango when I'm done. But I'm loving these characters. Like, I really like the side characters in this story. Basically, we have rival gangs, and we have characters that are kind of on opposite ends of the war. We have saints that are rising and stuff like that. And we have a pretty big plot point happening with our two main characters. And I'm really curious how this story is going to go for the rest of it. Like, I really want to keep reading. Like, I'm having a great time. It's fast paced. It's well written. I like the characters. I like the vibes. It did have some romantic scenes as well, which I know people sometimes get down on YA, and I don't know. I just really do like YA books. They're probably my favorite books to read. And whenever I read like romantasy, like adult books, I just get a little bit like lost, or I don't feel as connected to the characters. So these characters, when I read YA books, they always feel the most real to me. So I want to keep reading this. I want to read about 100 more pages, or, you know, get up to part 4, which is 432 pages in. I would love to tackle this book before the end of the weekend. And I think what I'm going to do is, because I do have plans, like this was a blog that was just random. I did get Dragon Cursed in the mail by Elise Kova, and I did get Rings of Fate by Melissa De La Cruz in the mail. And these are books that I really want to stay on top of my book buying this year, and like books I'm reading. So I think I may just make this vlog reading some of my books that I picked up and just kind of taking it. I think I need a week where I just kind of read what I want. And if you saw my previous video, work has been a bit rough. So, but I do want to read a little bit more of this. I'm also watching Sorcerer, Stranger Things. I think finally, after I rewatch this time, I will probably be ready to move on to something else and watch something different. I'm probably gonna go watch Bridgerton because we're getting season 4 soon, and then kind of move on. But I've literally been watching Bridgerton, like Stranger Things, since November, so, or actually probably like October. So I think it's ready to like move on to something different, but I wasn't ready to let it go because it's one of my favorite series of all time. So, but yeah, I'm gonna go read a little bit more. I do have off tomorrow, which means I don't have to do all my evening activities that I normally do. Like, I don't have to go to bed early, but I do want to pick like a nighttime book. So I think I'm going to try to read as much as I can tonight, and then tonight when I pick my nighttime book, I will come in and I will chat about it. because I don't know what I want to read. I think I want to make it an arc though on my Kindle, but I don't know what that's going to be. So yeah, I will go back when I have an update for you. I want to get up at least to read about 100 more pages. I don't know when that's going to take me. I don't know if it's going to take me tonight or tomorrow, but I will definitely give you guys an update. And hopefully tomorrow, like, because I am home and I'm not really going anywhere, I just kind of want to set myself up for success. So that will be my plan for tomorrow, is to work out, make a to-do list, do all the fun stuff, and I will take you guys along with that. So, and yeah, I will talk to you guys when I have an update for you. Hopefully a quicker update that I have read 100 pages of this book super fast. That's the goal. But I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hi friends, I'm back. It is Monday. It is Martin Luther King Day, which means I am off, which means I got one more day to rest and recover, which I think after the past couple of weeks, I think I need that. I think I really need to make a plan of attack for the week. So we're going to do that later when I have organized everything. But yeah, I did wind up finishing the 4 episodes of Stranger Things, The Sorcerer, which is, I really do like that episode. That's a solid episode. Now I'm going to hopefully finish the rest of the episodes today. I don't really have any plans today, and I think that that's okay. But yeah, I also did wind up getting up to page 400 in Rebel and the Rose by Catherine Doyle. There was a lot of twists in this part of the book that I did not see coming. And I'm like, I think this could be a 5-star because I'm really enjoying it. The one thing I wish I would have done, and I really need to get better at this, is just read books back to back when they're available, or really utilize rereading through audio when I'm going to dive into a sequel when it's been a bit, because I'm loving this book. I actually think I like this book a little bit more than book 1, but I've been so long since I read book 1. There are some unexpected twists in here, and literally, I am watching Stranger Things, and a lot of the plot here give me Stranger Things vibes. There's a specific plot point that reminds me of Henry and Vecna in this, like especially in season 4 and season 5. I also really do like the romance. I like the side characters, and I just want to keep reading. I want to go back and I want to read the Twin Crown series that she wrote with Catherine Weber, because I really am having a fun time with this. So yeah, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go read the next 50 pages and give you guys like a time check and update, and I'll see like where I am reading wise. What time is it right now? It is 8 o'clock. And then I wound up reading a little bit more Spell for Trouble. I had about 40% left. I did finish my diamond painting last night, so I think I'm gonna move on to hook rugging today, because that's my next project that I want to dive into. I always want to have a craft going, especially on the weekends, because I can get very, very tunnel visioned. So my goal for today is to finish Stranger Things, or make my way through as much of Stranger Things as I can. And then I think I'm going to move on to, I also might have caught up on my YouTube queue by the end of today, unless people put out like all their videos today, which they could. But that means I could go back and watch some of the reading vlogs that I missed when I was not watching booktube in the spring of last year. A lot of like readathon content that I missed. A lot of vlogs that I really wanted to watch that I just felt overwhelmed by at the moment. So I may go back and do that, but my goal is to read another 50 pages of this and give you guys an update. But I'm really, really liking this. I think I may, now that my Everand books, I don't have any credits, but I may try to grab an Everand credit for Dragger and the Flame, and I may just try to reread it and then go back and re-listen to this, because I do actually have the audiobook for this. But I'm really enjoying this. This is a fun series. It would count on the Urban Square for Cassidy's Bingo, which I'm going to use it for. And it is a book that I just bought, which I'm so proud of. And yeah, alright, I'm going to go back to reading, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Hey, book dragons, I'm back. So, I did wind up finishing A Rebel in the Rose by Catherine Doyle, and I'm going to give this book 5 stars. I love this book. I went into this book thinking it was going to end a series. So, because I looked on Goodreads, I looked on AI, or looked on Google, and it said it was a duology. This is not a duology. This is going to be a 3-book series, I think. It may be more, but this book was so good. I really, now that like I know we're going to get a 3rd book in this series, I do want to go back and reread book 1 and like re-listen to book 2, because I do have the audiobook for it. So yeah, I definitely love this book quite a bit. I think I liked it more than book 1. I think I gave book 1 4.5 stars, but I did keep it, which means I did enjoy it, and that was my Fairy Loot edition. I just love this book. I was very, very quick paced. I remember when I was reading book 1, I was reading it during Face Off weekend, at the point that's what it was called, or Peace Talk Weekends, I think. And I read like 100 pages and then I read like a bigger book. I really like this. I love the characters. I love that we got a lot of like found family vibes. There was some twist in here that I did not see coming, and this would work for Cassidy's bingo square. So now I don't know what I want to do. I don't know if I want to like stop reading for this vlog and pick up a new books for a new vlog. The problem is during the week I don't read a lot. Like, I mean, I do read a lot. I just don't read a lot at like in the evenings, because when I get home my brain's sort of fried. So I don't know. I think I'm going to take a little bit of a physical reading break, and I am going to go listen to my audiobook, which I didn't even update you on. I'm like 40% into that and I am enjoying it. We're definitely getting more to the magical elements, and we're trying to figure out about the murder, but we're also learning more about our main character's past. There's definitely witchy vibes in that story. So yes, I'm happy that I finished this, but now I don't know what I want to do. I think what I might do is I may go back and read the first, let me see, what chapter was I at? I think I got up to like this character. I don't even know what this book was about, to be very honest. So I think my thought right now is to read one of these. So I'm either going to read Dragon Curse for this vlog, or I'm going to read Rings of Fate for this vlog. But they're both in my wheelhouse. They're both books that I just got. And I think I'm just going to keep reading for this vlog. And if it gets to the point where it's super long, I will end it and I will put a book in another vlog. But I also do have an audiobook, so I don't know. I don't know. That's sort of where I'm at. I'm a little bit like confuzzled about what I want to do for this vlog, and that's mostly because last week sort of sucked reading wise. I didn't read a lot. I was reading Diary Bound for the whole week and I was having a lot of focus issues. I hope this week will be a little bit better, but I don't have like a prediction. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go listen to my audiobook for a little bit of my audiobook, and then I'm going to kind of figure out what I want to do. Do I want to start a new vlog? I don't know. I'm kind of like indecisive right now, and that's sort of the issue that I'm facing. I don't know what I want to do. So I don't know. I'm going to kind of come up with a plan once I'm done. But I did want to say that I did finish this. I did like it. I really liked it. Gave it 5 stars. And now I have plans. When they do announce book 3, which they definitely are, because that was a ridiculous sequel or a ridiculous like ending, then I will definitely go back and reread Dagger of the Flame, because I feel like this book is going to be a true 5-star once I reread it and kind of remember who all the characters are. But I did like it. Sorry for the tangent. I just don't know how to do this vlog anymore, because I was reading this just to kind of get out of a slump, and I already changed the vlog concept a couple of times, so I don't know. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just make this my audiobook vlog and then I'll start another vlog. I have no idea, but I will come back when I have a thought or when I figure out what I want to do, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye, book friends. Friends, I'm back. I just want to do a quick update. I'm about 60% into that book that I'm reading, which I can't remember the name of it. All the cozy mysteries I read are very, very like punny titles, and I just can't remember the name of it. I think it's Spell for Trouble. This book I am enjoying. It does have a little bit more magical devices to it. Like there is like a magic system that is unique. There is elements of like past love lives. There is also like a family dynamic. There's also like a murder that kind of affecting the family. So like I'm intrigued. It's not like a new favorite series, but there is a German Shepherd in it and I'm interested. So I'm gonna keep reading. I will probably finish this book. And then I don't know the next book in this vlog. To be super honest, this vlog concept has changed a couple of different times. So I don't know. I may just like kind of run the risk like when I get to that point and just kind of pick something at random. But that is where we are. So I will talk to you guys when I have an update. Hopefully. Probably I'm not going to listen to any more today. If I do, I will give you guys an update, but I'm at 66%. Hopefully when I come home tomorrow, work will have gone well. I will say that. I will keep you guys updated. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye. Hey friends, I am back. I did wind up finishing my book today. I was not planning on it, but I did have a little bit of downtime. So A Spell for Trouble by Esme is done. I will have attached a photo. I like this book. I don't I'm reading a lot of cozies back to back and they're all a little bit similar, so nothing about this story really snug out. It was kind of when I read the other one that had the witchy vibes that I kind of felt the same exact way. So I'm gonna give this series like 4 stars. I would like to continue. I don't know when, but it is a shorter series. It's only 3 books. There is a German Shepherd and a Book Dragon. So I'm here to wrap up this vlog. It was a little bit longer because I forgot I added the Rebel and the Rose in this vlog. So I am gonna wind up wrapping up this vlog. I had a very fun time. It was a nice reset weekend that I sort of needed, just because I'm going to talk about in my February TBR that it was just a rough January. A lot of like decisions and stuff had to be made and I just felt a little bit like off kilter. So yeah, that's where we are. We're going to wrap up this vlog. I will talk to you guys soon for another video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys for my next vlog. Bye, book friends.